Hey, what can I help you with?
I have the harmonica that Steven Tyler played at the Indianapolis 500 National Anthem back in 2001.
Really?
Yep.
How did he play that day?
The harmonica was great. The national anthem's actually regarded as one of the worst ever because he changed the lyrics at the end. Instead of Home of the Brave, it was Home of the Indianapolis 500, and he got significantly ridiculed for it.
But then again, he's a rock star, so they're sort of detached from reality generally anyway.
Just a little bit. I decided to come to the pawn shop today to sell my harmonica that Steven Tyler played, so I think it's pretty rare. It's been sitting around collecting dust in my apartment for the past 10 years, and if I can get some money for it, it might be worth it.
How'd you get it?
I was playing in the Purdue Band. We're the official band of the 500, and we played a little interlude for him to start the national anthem. Then he played an opening number on the harmonica, and when he started singing, threw the harmonica, came right to me, and I caught it.
Okay. It's a neat harmonica. I mean, it's a Hohner, right?
Yep.
For some reason, just like every decent harmonica in the world is made by Hohner.
Yep.
I mean, and the amazing thing is that Aerosmith is still together after all these years, because rock bands always break up.
Oh, absolutely.
A lot of people say that Run DMC actually brought them back. Walk This Way?
They totally did.
I don't think Run DMC brought them back. They could have came back anytime they wanted with just a new album. I still think they're great. I am a big Aerosmith fan. And instruments played by famous rock stars are premium items. I get a premium price for it. But I only go near stuff like this if the paperwork is rock solid.
So what do you want to do with it?
I'm looking to sell it.
How much you looking for?
$5,000.
Have fun. There is no possible way that you're going to prove to me that that is Steven Tyler's harmonica.
That's what the article is for.
Whose article?
The Purdue Band wrote this article.
I think you're telling me a real story, but it's literally like I got Britney Spears' cell phone, and I got, you know, Jim Morrison's car keys.
You got a nice collection.
It's what your story is, and it's cool, and I believe you, but I can't sell it. As far as I know, you could have a piece of paper and a car full of harmonicas and just drive around and sell them all day.
Hohner mass produces harmonicas like this. So without any identifying marks or a signature, I mean, there's just no way to prove that this actually belonged to Steven Tyler.
I guess I made a mistake. I thought you guys liked to buy cool, rare items.
I do, that I can make money off of. I mean, I recently had a guy come in here with Ronnie Van Zant's hat. But you look inside, it's Ronnie Van Zant's hat. There's evidence. And this doesn't have any. I gotta put my reputation on the line that that's Steven Tyler's. I don't see it, and I definitely don't see $5,000.
So how much do you see?
I see nothing without you being able to prove it. I wish I could offer you something, but I just can't.
Yeah, not a problem. Thank you very much.
Thanks for coming in.
Yeah, I think they lost out on a huge profit opportunity, but you know what? Now I'm just going to take the harmonica back home and put it back in a case or something and keep displaying it.
Hey, how's it going?
Good, man. How are you?
Good, what do we got?
We have a set of Highland bagpipes autographed by legendary wrestler Rowdy Roddy Piper.
Rowdy Piper, okay.
A lot of people say wrestling's fake, but Rowdy Piper often talked about the injury certainly being real.
Oh yeah, I mean, when you jump off a 20-foot anything on anything, you're gonna get hurt.
I have a set of Highland bagpipes autographed by Rowdy Roddy Piper, and I'm asking $7,500. If I'm able to make a deal today, I'll put it in my 2-year-old's educational fund.
It's pretty cool. So how did you come across these?
A really good friend of mine, he was an internationally renowned bagpiper, and he gave them to me. And Rowdy Piper was a childhood hero of mine. A few years after I got the bagpipes, he was at a wrestling convention, and we went down and met him, and he actually ended up playing the bagpipes with me, as well as autographing them for me.
Okay, and is that him signing them?
Yeah, this is us here, and you can see he's got a nice, bold signature right across the bagpiping bag.
Okay. The signature looks completely real. The bagpipes look like they're in decent shape. What are you looking to do with it?
I'm looking to sell today, and I'm asking $7,500.
And you are proud of these, aren't you?
I'm pretty proud of them.
Let me give you a few things.
Sure.
This was at a wrestling convention,
Yes.
which they have all over the country all the time. You know, athletes, they made their living after they really couldn't compete anymore or anything like that, signing autographs.
Right.
So combine the two, what do we got?
I think the bagpipes are probably worth around $1,500.
So having Rowdy Piper sign $1,500 bagpipes, it's not like having a guitar signed by Jimi Hendrix.
Right.
The expensive bagpipes I've seen, these would be made of ivory.
Absolutely.
This would be made more of animal skin. That's why I'm valuing the bagpipe so low.
Okay.
You don't have to agree with my opinion, but I'm gonna offer you $300.
I just, we're so far apart, and if a deal's not good for both people, then it's not a good deal, so, all right. Thanks,
Take
man.
care, man. Have a good day.
So I guess this just wasn't his bag. We weren't able to come to a deal today. I'm just gonna keep playing them and let the world keep hearing how great I am at the bagpipes.
What can I help you with?
I've got some rare whistles here.
Okay. So you've been collecting these for a long time?
Yeah, seriously, about 10 years. Now I have about 1,000.
What's this one here you got? Sounds like a train.
I hear it, Chuck.
That's definitely a train whistle.
The whistles I'm bringing in today is a cross-section of very rare whistles. All of them, except one, predate 1900. I've bought and sold and traded for years. These are extras. I'm looking to get 4,500. I'd like to sell the whistles because I'd like to have some money for vacation.
This is a pretty cool collection of whistles.
They are neat inventions if you think about it. Most we see whistles now is probably sports games, but back in the day they were really important for police. You could hear them much farther than someone could yell, and they used to use these things on the battlefield. Whistles made of bone, wood, reeds have been made for thousands and thousands of years. In the 1800s, whistles started being used from everything from trains to factories to know when you're supposed to go to work and when you got off. This is cool.
That's a World War I gunner's whistle for a torpedo boat.
Okay.
Is this a whistle revolver?
No, that's a 1845 whistle. That one's the rarest. That one's extremely rare.
I like that one the best so far.
So, what do you want for all of them?
Well, I'm looking to get the whole collection sold, so I'm looking for 4,500.
And how you come up with that price?
Rarity. They're all extremely rare.
I mean, they're cool. I mean, it's just, I know they fake a lot of these things nowadays. Some of these, anyway. So if you don't mind, I just want someone to look at them, make sure everything's cool here. Let me have them get down here, make sure all these are real, and then we'll talk price, okay?
Yeah, you bet. I'm not quite sure why they're bringing a whistle expert in because, frankly speaking, there aren't that many experts in the U.S., so I know these whistles are genuine.
How's it
How
going?
you doing?
These are the whistles.
These are the whistles. Well, I hoped that among these there would be one of the general service whistles, and there is. I thought I would bring along something that goes along with that. Whoa. When the first police force was created, the Bobbies, they started out carrying a nightstick, and this is one of the original ones from the 1830s, and they would carry a wooden clacker. The problem with the wooden clacker was if somebody took that away from you, they could hit you with it. That was a bad thing, So by the 1880s, they started looking at what could we use to replace the clacker, and they actually ended up with this one, the one that we still think of as the standard Bobby whistle.
Cool.
So what's your concern on them, Rick?
My big concern is, are they real?
Absolutely. In any field, it's amazing how good the fakes can get. That's nice. An extractor, that's nice.
It's my favorite one.
This was a big deal in the late 19th century. Let's see what we've got here. That's beautiful.
That one's the rarest.
In looking at all of these, I don't see anything on them that has been massively replaced. They haven't been refinished. So I think all of these are absolutely original. It's a nice little collection of early whistles.
Okay, thanks, man.
Not a problem. Good to see you, chum.
Yep.
Very good to meet you. Thank you. Ouch. All of these whistles are genuine whistles. If Rick can buy these, I think he will do fine with them. It would be a great talking item for people coming into the shop saying, what is that?
So they're all legit. What do you want for them?
4,500.
I'm not looking at quite that high. Okay. I mean, you got some good stuff here. You do. But I have to resell these, and I don't think I'm going to get those numbers out of them. So that's why I'm taking like $1,200.
Well, take this one out of the equation, and 1,200 would work.
I'd give you 1,000 without that one.
I'm sorry, 1,200's as low as I can go. That's a killer deal.
I'll go 1,100. That's the best I can do.
Okay,
Sweet.
deal.
Go write them up and leave them here.
All right, I'll meet you right up there.
Sounds great. Yeah, I'm taking $1,100 for it. It was close to the 12, and I do want to get some money together for vacation, so it's reasonable.
So what do we got here?
We have a very rare 1960s French horn.
Okay, is it okay if I open it up?
Go ahead.
Do you know what year it was made by chance, or?
I think it was 1961.
Okay. Aren't you in band? Don't you know about this stuff?
No, I'm in guitar class, completely different. We do not mess with those things.
He's in the cool class.
Exactly.
I'm here at the pawn shop today to try to sell my rare 1960s French horn. My mother found this about 20 years ago at a yard sale in South Florida, paid $50 for it. I do have emotional attachment to this horn. Although it looks old and ugly, it's opened doors for me because music is an international language. I'm hoping to get $5,000. That seems like a really fair price to me, seeing that it is such a rare horn.
This is interesting. Okay, so since you play guitar, I'll give you like guitar speak, man. You've heard of Fender and Gibson?
Yeah.
Well, you have Kahn, Hoyer, and Yamaha. Those are the three major manufacturers of French horns like this. But this thing, it's an FE Olds, right?
Yeah.
All right, you always know that, Jake, because of the fifth valve here. This was the only company I know of to make a 5-valve. So FE Olds, Frank Ellsworth Olds, was founded in LA in the 1900s. They've been making French horns for a long time. This little thing right here, this fifth valve, is what he wanted to put on it to kind of like put his stamp on the French horn playing club of America. And I mean, at the time, it was really, really kind of like innovative, but it only lasted for a few years because are you gonna teach all the conductors in a symphony how to write music differently?
No.
Do you play?
I do play. I played this. It's a little bit harder, but it's got a great sound to it.
So ask her, you know how to do this.
So what are you looking to do with this?
Well, it might be time for me to let it go.
Then how?
Oh, how much do you want?
Don't say it like that, man. So how much would you like to get out of it?
Okay.
See?
So how much do you want to get out of it?
I was thinking 5,000. Since there aren't very many of them, I don't really know what it's worth.
Okay. Realistically, you'd have to be a massive French horn collector, and there's just not that big of a community of French horn collectors out there. So I can go up to 1,000.
It's hard to believe that it being as rare as it is, it's not worth more than that.
Just because it's rare doesn't mean it's necessarily worth money. I mean,
Yeah.
if you buy a French horn, you buy it to play it.
$1,000 is not that much. I guess I'm not ready to let it go.
Well, thank you very much for bringing it in. And if you ever change your mind, we're here, okay?
Okay, thank
All right,
you.
Take care. Come on, Jake.
Hey, what can I help you with?
How's it going? I got this harmonica. My grandfather used to play it all the time.
Think it'd be kind of fun to make Chumley stick his lips up to it and play it?
Oh, they definitely have to sell it after that. I came to the pawn shop today to see what I can get for my old harmonica. It's got some pretty neat stuff on it, and I don't know what it's worth. I'm hoping I could get a Rolex out of it, but I might be reaching a little high for it, but we'll see.
So did your grandpa play a lot, or?
Yeah, I remember him playing it by the campfire all the time. He always had it in his pocket. Works great. I don't know how to play, but...
Okay. Do you know anything about it?
Not really.
Okay, I've actually seen a few of these before. That right there, that really seriously ugly dude is Hohner, the guy who owned the company.
Wow.
Who made the harmonicas. They also made accordions, just about any instrument with reeds. This harmonica is beautiful, and it's in amazing condition for something that's 90 years old. Hohners were some of the first harmonicas imported into the U.S., and old ones like this with the Zeppelin on the front of them are highly collectible. And this dude right here is Baron von Zeppelin.
that would be the blimp part of it.
No, Zeppelin. There's a difference between a blimp and a Zeppelin.
Really?
Yes, when they talk about a Zeppelin or an airship, it's a rigid frame. A blimp, it does not have a rigid frame. So if you take all the air out of a blimp, it's just basically a balloon.
So why would the Zeppelin be on the harmonica?
Because this one was made in 19-teens to the early 20s.
Yep.
Zeppelins were the coolest thing in the world at the time. They really were. And they were really considered the future of flight. They didn't think planes were going to be circling the world. It was going to be giant Zeppelins going everywhere, and that was the future of travel throughout the world.
Right.
I love the fact that this harmonica shows a Zeppelin on it. It shows how popular they were at the time. Of course, the Hindenburg blew up in 1937, and that was the end of the Zeppelins. You want to sell it?
Yeah, I want to sell it.
Okay. Basically, if it didn't have the Zeppelin on there, it'd be worth 10, 20 bucks. This one, I'll give you like $200 for it.
Can you trade for a Rolex?
No.
You can't go 300?
No, I'd go 200 bucks on it.
250?
I mean, the thing's worth like 250, 300. I'm gonna make 50, 100 bucks off you.
I'll tell you what, man. I'll do 200 bucks and a fake Timex I have in the back.
That'll work.
All right, let's go do some paperwork.
Okay.
Come on.
Yeah, I only ended up getting $200, but at least I talked him into a Timex. Someone will get some use out of that harmonica, I think.
How's it going?
Good. How are you?
What do we have here?
This is a Hohner harmonica store display.
Okay. We've all played a harmonica once in our lives.
Right, we have.
And we thought we were good at it.
I'm at the pawn shop today to try to sell my giant Hohner harmonica store display. I found it about 3 years ago at a flea market in California. It just looks like a giant harmonica, so it's fun to display, and I've just got it in my office right now. I am asking $500 for the harmonica. Just from doing some research, I think that's what it's worth.
It's really cool. So we got M. Hohner here, which is Matthias Hohner.
Matthias Hohner was born in Germany in the 1830s.
He was an apprentice to some watchmakers. The 1850s, though, he realized the watch business for an individual watchmaker was going away very, very quickly. There was all these watches from the United States flooding Europe because they had a manufacturing process that could make watches a lot less expensive than they can in Europe. So he saw the writing on the wall, but he was also working with an instrument maker and got really, really interested with the harmonica. And he started off making a quality harmonica, ended up getting salespeople in the United States, and the United States just fell in love with the harmonica.
Especially when blues music hit the scene in the 1870s.
At one point, they were selling 10 million harmonicas a year.
Wow.
Okay, so I mean, this is probably 60s or 70s. This would have been in most likely a music store or some department stores, you know, that might have carried them. You know, it's plastic.
Right.
You know, back in the day, though, like they'd build giant ones for like big department stores they put out in the window there that were actually metal, and I've actually worked and everything else like that. And this one is sort of cool because it's the Marine Band one, okay? And I'm pretty sure that's John Philip Sousa right there. John Philip Sousa was a rock star. You wouldn't think of like a Marine Corps band being like the hippest, coolest music, but back around the 1890s it was. They were very, very popular. And in his Marine Band, he actually had a guy playing a harmonica. It's cute. I mean, it doesn't light up or anything, which would be cool.
No,
And,
it sure doesn't.
It's non-functioning. So, big thing, how much you want for it?
I want $500 for it.
Okay. It's really, really cool, but it's not $500 cool. If it was even non-functioning metal and wood, you know, we'd be getting in the ballpark.
Okay, all right.
It's plastic, and it's not in the greatest shape.
I don't know, it's not too bad a shape.
The cardboard's coming off.
Okay.
Here's 75 bucks for it.
It costs me $150 to fill my truck up with gas right now. I can't take 75 bucks for it. How about if we meet in the middle at like 400?
Nah, I'll tell you what, I'll give you 100 bucks for it.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, for that, I'd probably just hang on to it. I think it's cool, and I think it's worth more money than that.
No.
Okay.
All right. If you change your mind, I'm in for 100 bucks. Have a good one.
Thank you. Yeah, in all honesty, I feel like Rick's offer kind of blows, so I'll take it home.